Sandro, congratulations on the results. Fantastic, complete performance from start to finish. What did you tell the boys in the locker room before, during, and after the match?
Yeah, we talked a lot during the week about our situation right now, and especially after the Portland game, how we lost. And Tim Parker said some words before we went out to the game, and the performance was really good. Very intensive, very aggressive. It's not so easy, and this is what we expect also before the game. It's not so easy to play here against their style of play in their defensive behavior, and we did it very well. And but Montreal, they had also some chances, not to forget, and but how we defend and also our box to block the shots, that was very important, and we scored after set pieces. So most important thing to get these 3 points on the road, and we made it, and now we have to look forward for the next game.
Next we go to James.
Thank you, Sandro. Congratulations on the 3 points. First MLS starts for both Gustav Berggren and Marcelo Morales. Just what did you think of the two of them in their debuts today?
Yeah, they did it very well, and the first game in the starting lineup, so they did it very well, especially when we in our ball position to play very simple, very clean most of the time, to play forward. Marcelo had good runs in the final third, so he was really good in the game. Gustav as well in the organization, and to keep the ball in some moments, to find the right moment where we can play vertical. And of course after 60 minutes that's normal when you're playing the first time in the MLS. After when Gustav arrived here, and also with Marcelo, he was not in the rhythm, so it's important. It's normal that they that maybe then the intensity, that they don't keep it for 90 minutes, but it was for the first time very well.
Next we go to Dan.
Sandro, Tim Parker, I thought he played a complete game before you took him out. Talk about his defensive performance and, of course, the goal he scored, please.
Yeah, he's very important for us. He's very important for us, how he's leading the team in our organization. And we made this substitution because of his yellow card. We didn't want to take the risk in this moment, but in the organization and in his coaching for our backline, which is very important, and at the end also a great solution from our coaching staff in set pieces, that we have Tim Parker on the far post. We did it in the trainings week. That is the responsibility from our coaching staff. They did it very well. And Tim scored good ball from great ball from Emil, and good movement.
Go back to James.
Sandro, it was a bit of a different tactical setup from the start, with 2 banks of 4 and the striking pair up front with Hall and Choupo-Moting. Just what did you think from Julian stepping into the starting lineup after some time seeing the games from the bench, and going with that midfield 4 instead of that midfield trio we've seen?
Yeah, our idea was to bring 2 strikers against them, especially when they have this man orientation with their center backs, that we have always these counter movements, and not only to bring Choupo and Emil as a clear 10. So for us was then that Emil comes more inside from the winger position, to swim then between the lines and to find his spot. And it was a tactical point. And Julian was good runs, really good runs, good movements in keeping the ball. Sometimes he has to be stronger in some moments, but was a good connection with both strikers to have these counter movements, and also in our transition. So it was good combination from both strikers.
Go back to Dan.
Sandro, I know you're getting tired of us asking you about your road form this season, but do you feel that this victory now, with 3 matches remaining, does it give you a boost to finish off the regular season?
Yeah, of course, it's important, and we talked before the game as well. So it doesn't matter that it has to be a great game. The most important thing is to get the result here, and because now we have 3 games to go, and of course when you only win 1 game on the road, that was in DC United, of course then it's not easy to come here and then to win this game 3-0 or 4-0. You have to fight hard for the next 3 points, and this is what we did with a great mentality and with a lot of good situations. Of course, it could be sometimes a little bit easier in keeping the ball in our transition moments than to score the third goal, but at the end you have to fight for the next 3 points, and especially when you are losing some games on the road before.
Everyone, we have time for 2 more questions. Coach, first we'll go to Dan and finish up with James. Dan, you have the floor.
Sandro, for the club, it's their 3rd overall win in Montreal. How does it feel for you to get this win for yourself? Only the 2nd time you've managed the club over in Stade Saputo.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say that, but I don't have now special emotions because of the club history right now. So we played last season 2-2. We came back after 2-0 down against Montreal, and today we won in Montreal. But for me, it's more the emotions that I'm very happy of the guys, very proud of the guys, how they handle the situation right now. And and now this is the energy which we need in our next home game against NYCFC. And of course, it's great. It's great to win, especially in this situation right now, which is very, very important.
And we'll finish up with James.
Sandro, with that next match being at home against perhaps the club's biggest rival in an important part of the season, what is your message to the supporters ahead of what is a massive 6-point match?
Yeah, we need everyone. That's clear. We need everyone on Saturday in our stadium, and we need a great atmosphere. And of course, we have, first of all, the responsibility on the pitch to bring everything against them. And of course, we need the whole crowds in our stadium. And it starts with warm-up when we arrive in our stadium, and then we have to be ready against them, of course. But with a clear mindset, clear focus, clear concentration in our tactical principles, and then we have to be ready.